We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway in Southern California. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert to throw right away. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot? Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 21 yards away. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup. It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Herbert now. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Herbert off of play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 28. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Again, it's Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Dillon, they try the left side with him. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Doubs. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 27 yards. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Rodgers will throw for it. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without development.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. So So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right route.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
13 yards on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On play action, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Carr will look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A jet sweep. Dobbs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
26, 88, throw right.
Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this down to the 33. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They run again with Dillon, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They run once more with Dillon. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game, and I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Roderick Teamer on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown Raiders. Mac Hollins, 74 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the delay, this is Abdullah. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw with Carr. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Running left is Dillon. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and with it they have taken the lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down is Carr. to be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Looking deep for Adams. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Carlson now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st down, Rodgers. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and they end up making the play.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a play fake. Carr on the move to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, now Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Dillon. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you, parading through the...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Seattle. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Walker now on 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, here's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now Gino on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Cowboy 80. Now you lying.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that drive took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior, too, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd. And finally, points for register.
On the other side, they're chopping at the bit just to get the football. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A quick throw out to Lockett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Smith repeated the last play, finding Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And Walker has it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing again is Smith. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They snap it to Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. To throw is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 24 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
A gear for Walker running right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. From the 50, it's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This one happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers! Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game, and you know the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Here's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Smith. Feeling feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.